Alright, getting back for another video. Women explain why women can't keep good men around. You have to stay focused. But women will use the fact that that man loves that woman, so that man starts to simp for that woman, and that woman turns that man into a simp. Especially if that man isn't used to having sex, because that man doesn't have sex. He falls in love with that woman who just uses that man for emotional support and income. The man is just looking for love and will simp for a woman for love, but it's only for emotional support and income. That woman will eventually move on and doesn't respect the simp. She's just dealing with the simp for emotional support and income for the moment. You have to be strong mentally. Time is constantly moving. You got to constantly be staying busy. You can't be emotionally attached to everything. In order to level up, you have to stay busy, or you can get distracted in life when everything in life must be a level up. So you might have to block out everybody, especially women, in order to level up. The alpha male is able to block out everybody, especially women, in order to level up. Because no matter what you're going through in life, you cannot be distracted. You cannot let life distract you. You have to keep moving forward in life. Gang.
Number one, stop trying to be right all the time. You don't need to be right. You being right is a direct contradiction for you being happy. When you're dealing with males, sometimes they are wrong, but it's not imperative for us to drill them to death about how wrong they are on something. The man, he needs respect from his woman, trusting that he knows what he's doing. Just let him do it the way he wants to do it. If it's not life and death, most men are pretty logical thinkers. So if he doesn't do something correctly, most of the time he can be man enough to admit that to himself, correct the behavior, change it. He might even step to you and be like, let's just do it your way, because I tried to do it my way. It didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. That actually has happened to me many times with my husband. In those instances where I just fought with him, his pride would be so hurt by the fact that I was telling him how wrong he was, and he would just move on to the next topic. He was so insulted.
And the reason why men would just move on to the next topic is because men know that they cannot be distracted or be thrown off by emotions in life. This is how men are able to move up and are constantly working and elevating in life for that woman to respect you. You have to stay busy. You have to constantly be working. If you're constantly simping for a woman, she'll never respect you. You cannot be so emotionally attached to people or women when you're leveling up. There's always going to be a guy, there's always going to be a man who's going to be looking at that woman perspective and adjusting to that woman perspective to please that woman perspective. Women want to be able to do whatever they want and still blame all the issues and problems on the more submissive man, and when the alpha male doesn't become submissive, she'll show your combativeness. She wants to be able to blame all her issues and problems